So I'm a big fan of the Scrambler-Style electric bikes, even though the design is compromised and they really don't pedal that well. And another thing I'm not really a big fan of, other than the pedaling, is that they're actually pretty expensive, especially for the builds that they come with. But Razor is hoping to change that with their new Rambler 20. So in this video, we're going to do a really quick overview of the specs and details of the Rambler 20, and to see if Razor's managed to make a Scrambler-style e-bike that's affordable to the masses. So now, let's check out the all-new Razor Rambler 20. So the Rambler 20 is Razor's take on the Scrambler-style electric bike. Razor does make a kid's version of this bike with the Rambler 12 and the Rambler 16, but the Rambler 20 is the adult version of the Rambler model. The frame is made of steel, and it's built on 20-inch pneumatic tires with a 4-inch width, which should really help with comfort since there's no suspension on this bike. The Rambler 20 is a Class 2 electric bike that's powered by a 500-watt brushless hub motor that provides 5 levels of assistance up to 20 miles an hour, with either a twist throttle or through electric pedal assistance through a single-speed drivetrain. The bike uses a 37-volt lithium-ion battery that has a max range of 16.6 miles that takes about 8 hours to charge. Razor doesn't specify if this is throttle-only range or pedal assistance range, but I'm really hoping it's throttle-only since 16 miles of pedal assistance isn't really that far. The dashboard has a very simple yet clean design that displays speed, battery life, and battery level. For safety, the bike comes with front and rear mechanical disc brakes and an LED headlight and tail light. The max recommended weight is 220 pounds, the bike weighs in at 69.7 pounds, and it retails for $999, which makes this one of the most affordable options in this segment. So I have conflicting feelings on this bike. I do like the way it looks, and I do appreciate that this is being made by a big company and for a price that many people can afford. Especially considering for some odd reason, Scrambler-style electric bikes tend to be more expensive than regular electric bikes with similar builds and components. So it is nice to have one that's under $1,000. But the one thing that disappoints me the most is the advertised max range. More specifically, Razor doesn't make it clear if the 16.6 mile figure is pedal assist range or throttle only range. But my assumption is that it's throttle only range since the other Rambler models that are made for kids use throttle only figures for their range. But if that's the case, then what is the range if it's using pedal assistance? I have no idea, since at the time of this recording, Razor doesn't say. Also, 16.6 miles of range is really not that much, especially since real-world figures could be much less. And Razor could have fixed this by making the battery swappable, but it's not. And I know it sounds like I'm focusing way too much on the range of this bike. I just feel that Razor missed the mark on it, especially since there's a lot of competition in this segment. But even with all that being said, I would still love to get my hands on one to test out because maybe it would surprise me and prove my skepticism wrong. But what really matters is, how do you feel about the Rambler 20? Are you interested in buying one? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and have a great one.